Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to our channel, The Eton Squad. So on today's update are the countries that are added on the list on travel ban to the Philippines. Details coming right up.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
So the Bureau of Immigration has posted an advisory on the 6 more countries that are added on the travel ban to the Philippines. And that is what we are going to talk about today. What are these countries that are added to the list of travel ban to the Philippines? Let us go over the details of this advisory from the Bureau of Immigration. Updated travel restriction guidelines for all travelers from countries with confirmed cases of COVID-19 B117 strain SARS-CoV-2 variant detected in United Kingdom. Pursuant to the memorandum from the Executive Secretary, additional measures to be observed relative to the SARS-CoV-2 variant first detected in the United Kingdom, dated January 5, 2021, the following updated restrictions are hereby implemented. Inclusion of Portugal, India, Finland, Norway, Jordan, and Brazil among the countries or jurisdictions subject to the travel restrictions. A. Foreign passengers coming from or who have been to Portugal, India, Finland, Norway, Jordan, and Brazil within 14 days immediately preceding arrival in the Philippines shall be prohibited from entering the country effective 001 of January 8, Manila time until January 15 of 2021. B. Effective immediately, foreign passengers coming from or who have been to the aforesaid countries or jurisdictions within 14 days immediately preceding arrival in the Philippines, arriving before 001 hours of January 8, 2021 Manila time, shall not be prohibited from entering the Philippines but shall be required to undergo an absolute facility-based 14-day quarantine period notwithstanding a negative RT-PCR result. C. Likewise effective immediately, Filipino citizens coming from or who have been to the aforesaid countries or jurisdictions within 14 days immediately preceding arrival in the Philippines, including those arriving after 001 hour of January 8, 2021 Manila time, shall not be prohibited from entering the country but shall be required to undergo an absolute facility-based 14-day quarantine period withstanding a negative RT-PCR result. D. Filipino and foreign passengers merely transiting through the aforesaid countries or jurisdictions shall be covered by the rules as provided in paragraph 2 of the memorandum from the Executive Secretary dated December 31st of 2020. So please take note of these 6 additional countries that are added on the list of travel ban to the Philippines until January 15. These are Portugal, India, Finland, Norway, Jordan, and Brazil. Again, the countries that are included on the travel ban to the Philippines are Portugal, India, Finland, Norway, Jordan, and Brazil. Paragraph 2, Rules on incoming unaccompanied minor Filipino passengers. A. Effective 001 hour, January 8, 2021, all unaccompanied minor Filipino citizens coming from countries or jurisdiction where travel restrictions are in place on account of the UK variant pursuant to the directives of this office shall not be allowed entry until January 15 of 2021 except if such minors are returning through the repatriation program of the national government. The repatriated minors shall be turned over to the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration or OWA house parent who, in coordination with the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or DSWD, shall ensure the minor's safety and their observance of quarantine protocols. B. All unaccompanied minor Filipino citizens who are not part of the repatriation program of the national government arriving prior to the 001 hour January 8 of 2021 shall be turned over to an authorized DSWD officer who can similarly ensure their safety and observance of the quarantine protocols. So please take note of these rules for incoming unaccompanied minor Filipino passengers. For arriving Filipino nationals, A. Subject to the rule on unaccompanied minor below, all Filipino citizens shall be allowed entry. B. Unaccompanied minors. Effective 001 hour, January 8, 2021 until January 15 of 2021, all unaccompanied minors from travel-restricted countries shall not be allowed entry except those who are part of the repatriation program of the national government who shall be turned over to OWA and the DSWD upon arrival in the Philippines. Number 2, effective immediately, all unaccompanied minors who are arriving from travel-restricted countries prior to 001 January 8, 2021 shall be allowed entry and turned over to the DSWD. Number 3, effective immediately, all unaccompanied minors from non-travel restricted countries shall be allowed entry. Please take note that all Filipino citizens allowed entry shall be subject to RT-PCR test, quarantine, and isolation protocols issued by the DOH. So please take note of this advisory from the Bureau of Immigration. If you are one of these travelers, please be guided of this advisory. Paragraph 2, for arriving foreign nationals. Number 1, those coming from or who have been to the 27 travel-restricted countries with immigration admission to said countries and not mere layover at the airport within 14 days immediately preceding arrival to the Philippines shall not be allowed entry. The above provision to enter the Philippines shall apply to all foreigners regardless of their visa category or previously issued endorsement or exemption from the Department of Foreign Affairs or DFA or privileges under Balikbayan during the duration of travel ban, except those covered by IATF Resolution number 92 series of 2021. So please take note to those foreigners who plan to travel to the Philippines, so regardless of your visa status or privileges to the Philippines given to you, this is suspended until the travel ban is lifted on January 15, 2021. So until the travel ban is in progress, you guys are not allowed to enter the Philippines. So please take note to all our fellow travelers who are foreign nationals. Number 2, those who A. transited or who have a mere layover at the airport of the 27 restricted countries, layover only at the airport and with no immigration admission at said countries, and B. those not coming from these countries may be allowed entry provided they are authorized to enter the country through relevant resolutions of the IATF and subject to RT-PCR test, quarantine, and isolation protocols issued by the DOH. So to those who are transiting on these 21 countries currently on travel ban to the Philippines, you are still allowed to enter the Philippines as long as you guys are just having a layover of these countries and provided that you do not go out of the airport that you need to be readmitted by the immigration of this particular country. And to those passengers that are coming from the country that are not listed on the travel ban, the existing arrival protocols in Manila applies by the IATF. Existing guidelines for arriving crew members shall be observed. All foregoing is without prejudice to the exercise of the mandate of the Bureau of Immigration in arrival and departure formalities. This is dated January 7 of 2020, signed by Jaime H. Morente, Bureau of Immigration Commissioner. So this is the recent advisory from the Bureau of Immigration, adding 6 more countries to the list of travel ban to the Philippines. We now have 27 total countries that are on travel ban to the Philippines until January 15 of 2021. So please be guided of these arrival protocols, isolation protocols, and quarantine protocols, especially if you guys are coming from these 27 countries that are listed on travel ban to the Philippines. Please take note that the only citizens that are allowed to enter in the Philippines at the moment while this travel ban is ongoing are only Filipino citizens. To all foreigners, you guys are not allowed to enter the Philippines just yet, regardless of your visa category or any privileges given to you by the Philippine government. It is suspended until January 15 of 2021. So this is our update for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family whom you know that can use this video as reference. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We do travel updates, and if you are not a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified on updates like this. And to our subscribers and new subscribers, thank you so much for the continued support and trust to our channel, The Ethan Squad. I hope to see you guys in our next travel update. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone. Bye!